So you're going through a breakup. This is what I want you to know moving forward from here. Hey there, it's Clay with modernlove.life. Now we're going to be talking about what you need to know and what you need to understand as you're moving forward from a breakup. This is actually really important. The first thing that I want you to know is that breakups can be hard. They can be very difficult. I saw some sort of research recently that ranks, the ending of a relationship, breakup or divorce as, one of the most stressful things that a normal person is going to experience in their lifetime. Of course, there's other stressful things as well too, like, losing a parent, being fired from a job, having some sort of, challenging medical issue, things like that. But, going through a breakup is legitimately one of the most difficult things that people commonly deal with in life. I mean, obviously there's super traumatic things like if you come from a war zone or something like that. But thankfully, most people don't have to deal with that in their regular life. But breakups definitely do rank up there as a difficult thing. So with that being said, understand that you may be going through some very difficult emotions, and this may be a challenging thing for you. I know that, some people may try to downplay breakups and make you feel bad for feeling hurt or heartbroken or whatever. Hopefully there's no one in your life causing you to feel that way. But if there is, just know that, hey, you know what? This is actually a big thing that I've gone through, and it's totally okay. It's totally understandable that I might have a lot of big emotions as the result of that. The second thing that I want you to know after all of this is many times after a relationship falls apart, people feel as if there's this sort of choice, this sort of decision, like, should I try to save the relationship or should I just let it go? And, you might feel compelled to choose one path or the other based off of what happened, based off of, your partner, based off of your history and all of that sort of stuff. And either choice is absolutely okay. If you choose to just say, you know what, this relationship didn't work out for me. I don't want to work this out. We're just incompatible for whatever reason. That is absolutely okay. But I also want you to know that you can, if you want to, save your relationship. So many times people think that they literally cannot save their relationship. Like if a breakup happens, that it's impossible to get back together. I just want to make this abundantly clear. All that is required for two people to be in a relationship with one another is for both of them to decide to be in a relationship with one another. That's it. And if you want to work things out with your partner, then okay, that is one decision that's already made. All that's left is their decision. And through much of the work that we have done on this channel and through our business, Modern Love, we have helped a lot of people help their partner to change their mind about a breakup and get back together with them. This is something that you can do. This is something that we've helped many people do through pretty much every imaginable situation. And if this is something you choose to do, then it is absolutely possible for you to get back together with your ex. But with that being said, right now you need to focus on the most important thing, which is to find grounding within yourself, find some sort of balance within yourself, because again, you have gone through a huge change in your life, this breakup. I mean, no matter how this shakes out, whether you get back together, whether you don't get back together, whatever, you're going through a major stressful event in your life. Many times people coming out of a relationship, going through a breakup, are in what we would call damage control mode. They feel this sort of intense emotional panic, or maybe they feel okay for 1 minute and then panic the next minute. Ask me how I know that you might feel that way. I've been there myself. You might get some sort of news about your ex. You might find out that they're dating, that they put up an online profile, that they're saying nasty things about you, whatever. And it just causes your stomach to just drop. It causes you to feel like, oh my goodness, why are they doing this? Maybe you're, keeping tabs on everything that they're doing, every like that they're liking on social media, every person that they're following or friending or whatever. Like who is that person's arm around their shoulder in that last photo that's conveniently cropped out? What does that mean? I don't know. And I want you to take your focus off of all of those things and put them on you, because that is where you need to put your focus right now, especially if you are in damage control mode. I know that it doesn't feel intuitive. I know it feels that you should be focusing on what they're doing, what they're saying, what they're posting, what they're not posting, why it took them 4 hours to respond to that last text message, why they just responded to the other one with just a one-word reply, all that sort of stuff. But just keep in mind that as long as you are not centered, as long as you are in a place of emotional chaos, what we call damage control mode, then you are going to put yourself in a place where you're not going to be able to act in a positive, intentional sort of way moving forward. And I know that you're interested in living an intentional life. I know that you're interested in authentic, genuine, heart-centered relationships. So please make sure that you do yourself a huge service here by drawing your attention and energy inward first to find your own grounding before you start to move forward and, do certain things, whether that's trying to get back together with your ex or trying to date someone else or something like that. If you don't get the internal stuff figured out, you run a very high risk of maybe ending up in some sort of rebound relationship that just flops and then you feel heartbroken all over again. Or maybe you end up doing something or saying something that you later regret or is like so out of character that it makes the gap between you and your partner just seems so much more challenging to overcome. So please, I know that it feels as if you need to go out there and do something, say something, watch what they're doing, analyze what they're doing, look for hidden signs that they're feeling this way, that they miss you too, or whatever. Don't do that. Please take the time that you need to draw your energy inward, find your own center, find your grounding, do any emotional healing that you need to do before you go forward and do anything drastic or choose whatever path makes the most sense for you moving forward from here. And lastly, if you do choose to move forward and get back together with your ex or even date someone else, you really want to focus on having good, high quality connections. Now, it's totally okay if you just want to be single for a while. I know that generally speaking, most cultures around the world tend to look down on single people and think that, hey, if you're single, you must want to be in a relationship. You need to be in a relationship. There's something wrong with you if you're not in a relationship. That's not what I believe. I think it's totally fine for you to be single if that's what makes the most sense for you. But if you do choose to either get back together with your ex or to, take your life in another direction and to date someone else, it is super important that you focus on the emotional connection that you're having with any potential partner. We want to make sure that we are connecting on a deep emotional level, because the stronger the emotional connection that you have, the more you'll be able to pull through the challenges that lay ahead. Now, many times people coming out of a breakup may feel compelled to get into a rebound relationship. Now, rebound relationships can happen with someone new, someone you just met on some dating app or whatever, or you could actually get back together with your ex and it could be a rebound relationship because you never actually resolved a lot of the issues and connection problems and challenges that you had in the first place. And you're just getting back together out of, lust or convenience or something like that. And that's just a setup for repeating the same patterns in the past. So it's really super important that you focus on high quality emotional connections. And that is where advanced relational skills come into play. So what I'd like you to do next is I'd like you to check out this video series right here on advanced relational skills to help you make better connections with your partner.